The Last Word, Episode 17. Accountability, What Justice Looks Like. Intro. In the last episode, we talked about the demand for justice, the reforms that must happen, the failures that must be addressed, and the moral imperative behind this fight. But justice isn't just a concept. It's not abstract. It's not theoretical. Justice has shape. It has substance. It has consequences. This episode is about what justice actually looks like for families, for carers, for the public, and for the institutions that failed them. Because after everything that has happened, justice is not optional. It's necessary. Section 1. Justice begins with truth. Before anything else, justice requires truth. Not the council's version of events. Not the Ombudsman's summary. Not the police's dismissal. Not the carefully worded statements designed to minimize wrongdoing. The real truth. The truth found in the documents, the timelines, the contradictions, the legislation, the lived experiences, the patterns across families. Justice begins when the truth is acknowledged, openly, publicly, and without qualification. Because truth is the foundation on which accountability is built. Section 2. Accountability for unlawful actions. Justice requires accountability. Not symbolic accountability. Not lessons learned. Not "we're sorry you feel that way." Real accountability. That means acknowledging unlawful charging, admitting misrepresentation of statutory duties, recognizing the misuse of legal powers, accepting responsibility for emotional and financial harm, correcting the record, compensating affected families, reviewing past cases, holding individuals and departments to account. Accountability is not about punishment. It's about integrity. It's about restoring trust in public bodies by showing that wrongdoing has consequences. Section 3. Justice for families. For families, justice looks like having the truth recognized, having the harm acknowledged, receiving proper compensation, seeing unlawful charges reversed, having property cautions removed, knowing their loved one's dignity is restored, knowing their fight meant something. Families don't want revenge. They want recognition. They want closure. They want to know that what happened to them won't happen to others. Justice gives them that. Section 4. Justice for carers. Carers carry the emotional weight of the system. Justice for carers means being treated with respect, being listened to, being believed, being supported, being protected from coercive practices, having clear, lawful information, not being forced into battles during grief. Carers deserve a system that works with them, not against them. Justice means building that system. Section 5. Justice for the public. Justice isn't just for the families directly affected. It's for the public. Because when councils misrepresent the law, when oversight bodies refuse to investigate, when the police misclassify criminal offenses, the entire public loses trust. Justice for the public means transparent processes, lawful decision-making, independent oversight, proper investigation of wrongdoing, consistent application of the law, protection for vulnerable people. A system that harms one family can harm any family. Justice protects everyone. Section 6. Justice for the system itself. It might sound strange, but justice is also good for the system. Because a system that hides wrongdoing becomes weaker. A system that avoids accountability becomes corrupt. A system that silences victims becomes dangerous. Justice strengthens institutions by exposing failures, correcting practices, rebuilding trust, improving transparency, ensuring lawful behavior, preventing future harm. A system that can admit mistakes is a system that can improve. Section 7. What justice does not look like. Justice is not a vague apology, a closed-door review, a lessons learned report, a refusal to revisit past cases, a statement that procedures were followed, a dismissal based on time limits, a claim that no crime was committed. Justice is not the system protecting itself. Justice is the system protecting the public. Section 8, the path to justice. Justice doesn't happen by accident. It happens because people demand it. It happens because families speak out. Evidence is documented. Patterns are exposed. Movements form. Oversight bodies are challenged. Institutions are held to account. Justice is a process, and that process has already begun. Because once the truth is out, it cannot be buried again. Closing. In the next episode, I'll take you into the final stage of this journey, what comes after justice, what the future could look like, and how this fight can reshape the landscape for carers, families, and vulnerable people across the country. This is where the story turns toward hope. This is where change becomes possible. And this is where the future begins. Episode 18 is where we look forward.